Ladies and gentlemen, from England, Hollywood, Chris Dobey.
I feel the floor when I'm on stage, yo, you ask for more. I'm on the edge, I know the ledge. I work real hard to collect my cash. Tick, 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 take your time. When I'm going for mine. Open your ears and you will hear it. I tell you this, cause there's no limit. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, there's no limit. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, there's no limit.
From England, the rock star, Joe Cullen.
Continues here at the Czech Darts Open. 7 more games to come for you this evening. Joe Cullen, a man who very nearly beat the eventual champion of the World Match Play last year, takes on Chris Dobey, a man who will be making his debut at the Winter Gardens. We know that. He cannot mess it up. Even Chris Dobey cannot mess it up, as he has messed it up the last couple of years, falling out of the spots for qualifying for the Winter Gardens in the very final weekend of qualifying. He's going to be there, and he's going to get an opportunity to show what he can do. We've seen that on the Euro Tour. He did it in Copenhagen, went all the way to the final. We've seen it at the World Championship, where he very nearly beat Gary Anderson. But Joe Cullen is one of the most experienced Euro Tour campaigners, and he seems to have played himself into a bit of form lately. Chris Murphy's jumped in the commentary box for this one. It's the rock star in Hollywood for a spot in the last 16.
Yep, has the potential to be a very decent match, and it has the potential to see another seeded player knocked out of the tournament. We've seen 6 of them go already. Ricky Evans, the number 9 seed, beaten by Ted Everts in the previous match, the first of this evening. And Chris Dobey did something a couple of weeks ago that Cullen is yet to do.
92.
Go on and reach a final of one of these European Tour events. And of all the players knocking on the door, he's perhaps been knocking on it for the longest.
Yeah.
No reply.
Yeah, Joe Cullen, he'll say it himself, he should have won one of these by now.
60.
But shoulda, woulda, coulda, doesn't matter. It's about actually going and doing it.
Last words of a fool, Dan.
123.
Well, Dobey has had the better of meetings between this pair, including a win on the European Tour and at the European Championship. 4-1, he leads the battle between them.
That's Cullen, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
96.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you'd expect. But at the same time, Chris Dobey is very, very capable.
97. Joe, you require.
We saw he beat Gerwyn Price. He was incredible in beating Gerwyn Price in the semi-finals in Copenhagen. That 1-2-6 attempt is anything but incredible. And Joe Cullen might find himself in some problems here. And it looked like he was looking good to break.
97. Joe, you require 86.
Looking for treble 18. Still. Gets a dart at the ball. That's all he gets.
61. Chris, you require
6
40.
darts from 1-2-6. You'd be wanting to get more than 1 dart at the bullseye, wouldn't you? Because you don't know how many chances you're going to get to break. Well, you might get 1 in a second. In fact, he does.
Joe, you require 25.
9 for double 8s.
Game shot in the first leg.
Gets the chance and
Joe
takes the
Cullen,
chance.
second leg, Joe to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, you mentioned it is what you'd expect. Joe Cullen, obviously the higher ranked, the more established of the pair. They are the same age, 29, but Cullen has been
121.
around a little longer.
Yeah, look, you know, Cullen has played in most of the big TV tournaments, and last year could have ended up as match play champion,
92.
but missed darts to beat the eventual winner Gary Anderson in the quarters. Could have ended up as European champion, but missed darts to win the semi-final. So Joe Cullen really
Just
has shown he's got the game to win big things.
a little quirk that Cullen has never appeared at the Grand Slam of darts, a tournament in which Chris Dobey has reached the quarter-finals.
Yeah, that is a curious one. But you know, Dobey hasn't even played at the World Grand Prix as yet either. So you know, there are many things that these two want to tick off their list. Joe has won ranking titles, won a couple of them.
Chris require 127.
That's something that Dobey is yet to do. How about this? Bullseye for 127 in game.
Game shot on the second leg.
And the game.
Third leg, Chris to throw first.
This lad's got the game. That's what they keep telling us. That's what we keep telling you.
139.
A man who produced a brilliant performance. You mentioned Joe Cullen taking Anderson to the wire at the Winter Gardens. Well, Dobey did it the same at the Ali Pali, didn't he?
Yes, he certainly did.
58.
Although I don't believe he got a match start in the end, did he, Chris Dobey? Jermaine Watermain missed one to beat Anderson. But I don't think Chris managed to get himself to a match start. He was very, very close. Ran him exceedingly close. It was probably those grueling encounters with Dobey and Watermain that precipitated Anderson's back
46.
being a bigger problem than it was in the next round.
Yeah, that was the last 16 clash. Lost it
96.
4 sets to 3. Dobey himself had seen off Steve Beaton and Vincent van der Voort and Boris Koltsov to get to that match.
100. Chris, you require 118.
Similar kinds of checkouts here. One treble required. He's got it.
99. Joe, you require 108.
One treble required. He's got it.
92.
Neither man gets the double.
Chris, you require 19.
Want to hold his throne.
Three scored. Joe, you require
Can't
16.
find his way through to the double eight. You could see by moving over that he blocked a lot of it. Cullen seems to have blocked a bit of that. He's got the same problem. But he finds a way out of it. Excellent last start from Joe Cullen.
Full leg Joe to throw first. Game on.
I have to say, there's quite a lot of similarities just in their rhythm, certainly, these two. They're not the quickest players, but they do have that metronomic rhythm to their throws where everything's done at the same pace, that little routine. It's not flashy, but it's effective, and they can look at times when they are in the groove just irresistible. They make the game look so easy.
Seem to be the kind of players that could quicken up if they start to click. You might see a bit of that at the World Match Play. Think back to the match between Cullen and Anderson. They were racing along the hockey in that one.
Yeah, fabulous contest that. Fabulous visit that from the Rockstar. Joe Cullen, quarter-finalist in Copenhagen last time out in the European Tour. That's what he considers the bare minimum in these events.
130.
Well, Dobey could steal this leg. Well,
Chris,
look
you
at
require 134.
54 for 2 double tops. He hasn't gone that route.
But that last start into the one is an absolute killer for Joe Cullen, because he's going to have to use all 3 darts here. Tops, tops. Yeah, didn't commit to it.
39.
And that one's gone out.
Christian
Oh, did he Robin
require
Hood?
40.
Yeah, Robin Hooded. Oh, this is getting very, very tricky for Chris Dobey, who was in a superb
Game
position and
shot,
somehow
the
found a
flag.
way
Chris Dobey.
to make the most of it.
Chris to throw first.
Well,
Game on.
it is blow for blow here. They're only averaging in the 80s, this pair, but when one seems to do something, the other one seems to do exactly the same back at them.
96.
They've both missed darts to hold their own throw and then seen the other one go out last start with an awkward one that they've navigated the way round.
23.
The winner of this match will face the winner of the next match. That's between the Bullet Stephen Bunting and Snakebite Peter Wright.
58.
Dobey's first max has put him in control of this leg.
Chris require 100.
We need to look at the bullseye first start here, but he might anyway. And he has, so 60 for tops.
105.
He looked at it kind of wanting the 25, I think.
Yes, so
131.
Hit this target in the previous leg to level. Hits it again to lead for the first time.
Chris Dobey, 6-leg Jodith for first.
well, it's taken us a while, but we have had a hold of throw.
96.
As you said, could be a possibility at the start of this match.
83.
Another seeded player here in Prague this weekend on the ropes. Johnny Clayton, Darren Webster, Nathan Aspinall, Steve
85.
Beaton, James Wade, Ricky Evans, all seeded players, all out of the tournament. Joe Cullen might be joining that list because it's 3-2 180s, sorry, now for Chris Dobey, as well as a 174.
Yeah, the three seeds that have stayed in so far haven't done it easily.
Yeah, Simon Whitlock should have survived, well, should have had to have a match start to survive against Justin Pipe. Willie O'Connor got 4 legs against Dowell Gurney, and Carol Sedlacek, well, he had Ian White rattled.
90.
I think Chris Dobey might have Joe Cullen rattled here.
Found
Found a 140 to really tighten the squeeze. Cullen has got to find a way around that. He's managed it. Bullseye.
105. Christian require 44.
Single 12 for double 16. Long way off.
Game
Makes
shown, the
amends.
6-leg. Chris Dobey, 7th leg. Chris to throw first.
Joe Cullen
Game on.
still has not been able to hold his throw once in this match.
140.
He almost dropped the dart, but it didn't knock him out of his stride. Cullen sets about another break.
134.
Tell you what, they really have picked up the pace.
58.
But he's kind of cut that maximum in half.
Well, you see, that's turning into a very good display for Chris Dobey
91.
here.
Chris, you require 136. $96. Joe, you require 123.
Again, he'll get a chance. Again, it's at the ball.
73.
Without the 25 anyway, but
Chris, you require
the
40.
last couple of legs have seen Chris Dobey only allow Joe Cullen a dart at the bullseye.
Double 10 again for Dobey.
Game
It
show on the
really
seventh
has
leg.
been his friend.
Chris Dobey, eighth leg,
He's
Joe
won
the front
4
first.
legs on the spin, 3 of them on double 10, and Joe Cullen
16.
might be about to join the mounting pile of seeded bodies discarded at the Czech Darts Open. Look at that. 15, 13, 15, 14. Just that little spell there, well over 100 average. In fact, the winning legs for Chris Dobey, absolutely superb. You're looking at the 100 and sort of 10s there.
I was seeing a bit of freedom ahead of the big one in Blackpool from Chris Dobey. The confidence
140.
that's been building for a couple of years now.
Well, he said himself that now he's got these opportunities, hopefully he can just fly. He looks at somebody like Nathan Aspinall, who was grafting and working hard and playing well. He got that first title on the tour. Then he just went on the World Championship stage and flew to the semi-finals, then became a major champion, and now looks like one of the best players in the world. Look at this from Cullen to stay alive. Whatever he tries, he's just not quite making it happen.
Dobey gets a dart for the match.
47. Joe, you require 28.
That chance has gone, but for how long?
Game shot in the eighth leg. Joe Cullen, ninth leg. Chris to throw first.
Well, for the first
Game
time,
on.
he holds his throw, Joe Cullen, but he had to survive a match dart. How many more might he have to survive?
177.
My first answer will be some. Probably, because Dobey starts off
96.
with a huge, huge visit, unshaken by the fact that he's just missed a match point.
45.
But he makes up for it there, doesn't he?
93.
What do you think of the Mervyn King trick of bringing 2 darts on stage? Do you think that's something that 2 sets of darts, rather, not 2 darts? That would have been some trick.
That's a
yeah.
poor idea. Taking 2 darts. 2 sets of darts. I mean, he's not the only person to do it, is he? He needed to fill it up. He does fill it up.
Which require 139.
139. This for the match. It's on. 82. Went for the bigger target of treble 14. What a half a dozen darts this could be.
So you require 132.
57 is not there. Joe Cullen fancied it. But I fancy he's going out of the Czech Darts Open right now, joining yet another seeded player in Ricky Evans to go out. And that's exactly what's happened. Joe Cullen joins Evans, Wade, Beaton, Aspinall, Darren Webster and Johnny Clayton in being dumped out in their very first game at the Czech Darts Open. Chris Dobey, a very solid performance, averaging up towards a ton in the sweltering heat here in Prague. He will take on either Peter Snakebite Wright or the Bullet Stephen Bunting, and those two are on the way in a moment.
Well, let's show appreciation, please, for, and commiserations, of course, to Joe Cullen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a chat with our winner, Chris Dobey. Well, not the, I know it's been very, very warm, but well played. Brilliant. Into the next round, and I've got good news for you. You don't have to wait long to find out who you're playing. You play the winner of the next match. So, any thoughts?
Nah, hey, I'll not be watching it, that's for sure. Straight home, back to the hotel for a shower after that. I've never witnessed anything like this on stage. It's the heat on here is ridiculous, but I think we both struggled there midway through the game, and the heat got to us both. It wasn't the best of games, but hey, I got over the line, that's the main thing.
It is, and it's important now to stay match fit, isn't it? So probably a good rest, but it is the next match. We wish you well. You're through to the next round. Chris Dobey, everybody. Coming up now.